The S7 Plus comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigs, 256 or 512 in storage. Different color options as well. This is the black, and we do have a micro SD card slot as well. So thank you very much, Samsung, for keeping that micro SD card slot alive. This does have a 10,090 milliamp hour battery, and with support up to 45 watts fast charging. I don't think charging this tablet is going to be an issue at all. I don't think that's going to be a concern for most people. 45 watt charging means you're going to be able to charge this up super fast, but I think it's all about this panel. 12.4 inches, 120 hertz, OLED panel, cannot be beat, hands down the best screen on any tablet right now. Let's go over some of the things that I like and some things that I don't like. The number one thing, surfing the web, or whether you're doing a little multitasking, or even if you watch your YouTube videos in full screen, or just play a game, the S7 Plus is one immersive experience, and it's something that once you experience the OLED panel at 120 hertz, you don't go back to anything else. Another thing that I really like is the quad speakers, the 8KG tuned Dolby Atmos ready speakers. It gives you an awesome experience in multimedia viewing. It gives you an awesome experience for playing games. Now, I'm not going to talk about lag. I'm not going to talk about any of that because the 865 Plus does an awesome job. This tablet does not lag. Samsung does a good job with their software these days, so lag is not an issue. The aspect ratio is 16:10, so it's really made to be used in landscape. Now, the bezels are small, but you do have enough real estate that you can place your thumbs and still be able to do what you want to do without any false positives from the screen, from the OS. So I think they did a nice job of not giving us super thin bezels where we would not be able to hold this in landscape, because this is how they intended you to hold it. And again, I don't really think most people are going to use it in portrait. An example of the tuned 4 8KG Dolby Atmos ready speakers. Just take a little listen. I've been playing a lot more games on this tablet while I've been out and about. Again, I think it's an awesome experience all around. So if you want to be productive, you want to be a gamer, you just want to use it as a couch surfer, you're going to be able to do so with the S7 Plus. In terms of Samsung DeX and in terms of productivity, I think I'm going to be a little bit more productive with the S7 Plus. But I like the ability to do the screen mirror option. Samsung really give you a lot of features with all of their products in general. Not just tablets, but also phones. They give you HDMI out, they give you video with USB-C out. Some manufacturers block these settings, but Samsung doesn't. So as you can see on the left side here, I do have Samsung DeX, so if I wanted to use this and be a little bit more productive, maybe you want to play a game on one side and maybe you want to actually do some work on the other, or maybe you want to play on both screens, the 865 Plus, that 8 gigabyte of RAM, really does an awesome job at multitasking, but I like it just because it gives you a little bit more functionality. It just lets you do a little bit more things in terms of multitasking and in terms of doing what you want to do, be as productive as possible, or maybe you don't, maybe you just want to play all day long. But with the Tab S7 Plus, you can definitely do that. Again, I'm kind of curious to see if I'm going to use this more now that I have a larger real estate, and I definitely like the way that they place the camera in landscape mode right in the center. So for those Zoom calls, for those Google Meet calls, whatever type of conferencing that you're doing, it's always going to be there looking at you with the right angle. If you're not that couch surfer and you're trying to look for an excuse to buy a tablet, you can say this is going to make you more productive, or maybe it actually is going to make you more productive. But the S7 Plus comes down to this gorgeous panel, and again, Samsung make the best panels on the market. No one can really touch these screens, and this is just their flagship of tablet screens. The OLED 120 Hz panel gives you a completely immersive experience. So for the person that might not be as productive as they are more of a movie watcher, you're going to have an awesome experience on this tab. And if you flip the switch and you're more of a productive person and you don't really